G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. Tomorrow I'm going to be shooting an extremely vintage roll of Kodak film. This is a Kodak 620 type film, Kodak Verichrome type. This film is about 76 years old. This film expired 1st September 1939 and would have been manufactured around the same time in 1937. So this is extremely old film. The oldest film I've got in my collection, which I recently won this off eBay for about $15 something, and it came and it's actually a locally made film too, manufactured in Melbourne. So yeah, the fantastic thing about this film was it was sealed in a metal can. I assume it was made of lead because it's easily peelable. I've just destroyed the can having to try and get this film out. Anyway, that's what's left of the can, and it's engraved logo. And yeah, I'm going to be shooting this film tomorrow, and I intend to develop it for 12 minutes in Caffeinol C Delta at 20 degrees. Hopefully I'll shoot this film at the right exposure and exposure time and get decent images of it. I was told because of the fact that it was sealed in a can that it would not get exposed so much to the elements and would probably work as good as a 30-year-old film, which is good news. Now, I am very debatable on what exposure times to use for this film. I've been asking around on the Flickr site. I've asked a person who shoots really old films. He shot a 1917 film and got beautiful results. But yeah, he said for his 40s films he shoots them for 1 second at a normal aperture setting for whatever lighting condition. And he reckons this will work as good as a 30-year-old film. I've also asked in the fossilized film discussion board on Flickr what exposure what exposure length I should use, and someone suggested ASA setting of 3 or 6, 1/3 to 1/6 of a second. Also, it's been suggested I use a deep yellow or orange red filter because the old Verichromes were orthochromatic, which are very highly sensitive to blue light. So yeah, it was suggested I use that. So yeah, there's a few options to try. I'm not sure I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. But I'll probably end up trying a few different exposures and trying with and without the orange filter or something like that. And I'm thinking, yeah, also try a trichrome image with it as well. I should get about 16 exposures out of this film using it in my DEHEL camera. This is a 120 type camera, but it should take the 116 film because 620 film because 620 film is effectively 120 film, but on a smaller shafted spool, which is these were designed for Kodak Brownie cameras. Anyway, yep, as seen on the labelling, this says developed before the 1st of September 1939. So yep, as mentioned, it's a very old film, but it looks as good as new, seeing it was nicely sealed in a can. Anyhow, I'm going to put this in the tube so it doesn't cop any light leaks from the room light. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to try and shoot this film with a few different exposure times, and with and without filters. It's about the only way I can do. Experiment with a few different settings, but keep them within a limited range so I can hopefully get images on most of the exposures. Yeah, I hope I get good results. Hopefully tomorrow's weather will be good, because I intend on going up Sydney and shooting some landmarks around Sydney, the Harbour Bridge and Opera House and the sand dunes in Cronulla and other places. Anyway, wish me luck. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.